Welcome back, everybody. I haven't done one of these in a very long time because I don't feel like I'm a YouTube skin person. I just make videos, and the videos that happen to get a lot of views sometimes are skin videos, and I have to take care of my skin because it's disgustingly dry right now, and it's actually very like back and forth. And we're gonna peel this off pretty soon here, but if you guys want to support the channel, not that any of you have an obligation to, and honestly, a lot of you guys don't even care. I look at the metrics, and the majority of you guys don't even subscribe to the channel who watch these videos. But if you would like to support, if you have some like muscle in you that has some type of care for people online, the best thing you do is support and turn the notifications on. I don't need money. I don't need anything like that. But if you want to support, turn the notifications on and subscribe, watch other videos like this. And even more so, if you do find in your heart to where you're like, oh, I want to help this guy out, just share the video. Share the video on Reddit, share it on Facebook, share it somewhere. My name's Devon. Most of my content online is not really geared in any particular direction. It's just everywhere I just talk. I guess I don't know, use this as an intro. I didn't really have any plan when I turned this video on. I go home from work. Let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I've been in marketing for like 10 years. I work with the Department of Defense. I just got married in May. My wife and I have 3 dogs. My wife's from the Philippines. I'm from California. I've lived here my whole life. I love God. I'm what you would call, the average person would call a very religious person. Love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love combat sports. Coffee is what I was going to talk about before. I love coffee. So much so that my tolerance was so high in the last couple weeks, and I had to take a break because it just was not helping me out and being beneficial anymore. Like it was just, has your tolerance with caffeine ever gotten so high that you just have to take a break? That you're drinking coffee every morning, doesn't matter the potency, it doesn't matter the amount of milligrams. It's just not waking you up anymore. Like physically it'll get you there, but it's not putting you in the good state to be able to be productive anymore. That's where I was at. My tolerance was so high, and every time I had a cup of coffee, it was just, I was drinking anxiety. And the anxiety was not necessarily the reason why I stopped it. I just realized like, yeah, it's just not benefiting me. So I got to take a break so I can come back to it. So the last couple of days I've been having like a quarter of a cup of coffee. So I went cold turkey for like a week and a half, almost 2. And it would just, it just destroyed me. You know, people say, oh, you'll get good after a couple of days. Yeah, the first 2 days wasn't bad at all. Then it got worse. That's my dog. So forgive me. Our little pug puppy. She's like 6-7 months old now. It got worse. The caffeine withdrawals were ridiculous. It was terrible. But then I got over it, and now I'm starting to get back into it, and the caffeine's helping me be productive again. But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have tried to wean off of coffee. Wean off of it. Don't do it cold turkey. The symptoms don't go away faster if you do it cold turkey. It just sucks. And then, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I didn't really feel that. After a few days, I just felt fine. I don't believe that their tolerance was as high as mine was probably. I do a lot of coffee reviews. I try a lot of coffee. I've tried over 200 coffees. So just in the last like year and a half, the amount of coffee I've drank has been more than I ever have my entire life. So if you guys have any coffee recommendations, leave them in the comments. On top of that, what I would like to say, because this video probably sounds like it's like everywhere and off the wall, I'm just trying to be productive with it, entertain you guys, and give you something to listen to before we get into this nose trip, which we will soon. But what I was also going to say may seem random. As a mental health check-in, because it is important, I would ask for, if you're watching this video, just take a little step out of your comfort zone and leave a comment. And you could do this in 2 different ways. Just be vulnerable and say how you're doing. And if you need any prayer, if you need someone to listen, if you want to vent about something, just say whether life's been good, maybe you're thankful about something, I don't know, but just get your internal monologue out in the comments. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, or if there's nothing that you're necessarily going through right now, read one of the other comments and respond back to it and try to be encouraging or give them some type of wisdom that you've gained from life experience. Just this open forum for you guys to be productive in regards to mental health in the comments. I think that's important. I was doing that for videos when I was more consistently uploading, and I think it was something that was very, very positive. So yeah, I'm just asking you guys to do that in the comments right now. And if you are going through something, before we get into this nose strip, I feel funny saying this because you hear this dog bark in the background. I know I'm wearing this thing. It makes me look ridiculous. If you guys are going through something, I would also like you to understand that It's not just coincidence you're watching some guy with a nose strip on his face tell you like, hey, it's going to be okay. It may sound funny because of what you see. I would just like to say, look, life is not over, no matter what the circumstances is. And that's not to be dismissive or give you some toxic positivity. It is just the truth. Life is not over, no matter what it is. And the fact that you are alive still is just proof that this thing will not kill you. And if you have any bit in you that feels like it's hopeless, it is just a lie. It is not. It doesn't mean that it's not hard right now. It doesn't mean that that what you're going through is just small because it will pass. That is not at all. I'm just trying to let you know that if you cannot speak any truth into your life on your own when you're laying in bed or about to fall asleep and you feel like the world is caving in or that you're drowning, I promise, I don't know you, but it will be okay. It will 100% be okay. Maybe the situation you're in is your fault. Maybe it's not your fault. God says in the scriptures, it rains on the just and the unjust. So good days, bad days, good people, bad decisions, stuff happens in life. And it's a scary thing to come to terms with, but stuff does happen. And I wish that it didn't. So if things are happening right now, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's not hopeless. It will get better. If it hasn't gotten better for a long time, keep holding on, white knuckling the truth that one day it will be better. And if you have any energy, any mental energy left, any bit of clarity that you're holding on to, I would say grab onto that truth that there is hope, that this will not be the end of you. And no matter what it is, it's really not the end of the world. And if you're going through something tough and it does feel like the end of the world, let's say don't isolate yourself. Try to put yourself in the environment of something where you can get truth thrown at you, and start making decisions now, Don't let whatever's going on hold you back. Sometimes the most exhilarating thing is making decisions during times where everything is just hard and rough and it sucks. There's something that happens spiritually when we make decisions under pressure or under some type of like chaotic environment where we just want to sleep and zone out and just be by ourselves, or honestly just kind of like stare at the wall and just not even think. We just want to get away from everything. But if we fight against that, things truly change. Things change around us when we start moving and getting things going, even if they're little things. You know what I mean? So if it's a health issue, start making decisions for the things you have control over, whether it's your diet or health. If you have family issues, just only do what you can do. All these other things that are out of your hands, maybe it's financial issues, whatever it may be, work issues, friendships, whatever is going on, a relationship even. Just do the things that you can do. You got to stop dwelling on all the negative stuff, because life is going to show you all the negatives anyway. You can't really get away from that. So dwelling on it isn't really going to help you solve any problems, and it's really not going to make you feel better. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it just makes us feel way worse. I think also understanding that you are, many times we use, what would you say, the scars of past traumas or things that have happened in life or situations that we feel like we're walking around with, and we're like, oh, we got these battle wounds and these scars from life on us. But the reality is those are just how do I say this? So that is the word of God that is written on you, that is just going to speak to how you got through this situation. Not necessarily battle scars. Just in Christianity, we would say it's the marks of Christ. It just shows that you went through something that should have killed you, and you came out on the other side, and the wounds are there to prove that, there's new life after all of it, even though you went through it, shows proof that, yeah, nothing's going to be able to stop you. There's hope at the end of all of this. Okay. So yeah, so leave stuff in the comments, talk about whatever you may be going through. And also too, like if you don't feel comfortable with that, definitely take some time to read through the comments that may be there. I know if you're gonna be one of the first ones watching this video, there's probably not gonna be anything under there. So feel obligated to go be vulnerable and take a step so that other people will follow, But if you don't, I would just encourage you to read what's in the comments, because there are other people that are going through things, and you should know that. You know, nobody should ever feel like they're alone and like they're the only ones going through it. Sometimes we forget that everybody's going through this whole chaotic experience that is life. It's very confusing. Doesn't matter how old you are. It's just everybody's going through something, and like that's one of the things I think about when I'm driving home all the time. Is like I look around the car sometimes. I'm just like, man, all these people are going through something. It's like we're all just driving, and everyone thinks that like, yeah, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what they're doing. Maybe you guys don't think about that. I do. But more so as of lately, it's like I look at everybody in their cars and I'm just thinking like, I wonder what issues they're going on that are going on in their life. I wonder they're going home to. I wonder what they're going to fall asleep thinking about. I wonder what they're worried about, you know? Because all of you are worried about something. And if not, you know, thank God for the moment of peace that you have. Um, and think about others that may be going through something, you know? So listen, read the comments, leave a comment, help somebody out. Don't overlook it. Something as little as like a encouraging word back sometimes is all that anyone needs to be able to get through the next day and not give up and sink back into a hole of, well, maybe a depressive episode or whatever it may be, right? So don't take your words lightly. There's life and death in the tongue, right? And if we speak life into people, it does more than we give it credit for, because this is what God tells us, okay? Love you guys. Let's go take off this nose strip, and then that'll be the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe at the end of this video, and if you like more content like this, share it with everybody. Yeah, you guys are great. I'll show a bunch of black in my nose. All right, that's it, guys. Like and subscribe if you like more of these videos, and don't forget the comments. Don't forget the comments.